So, the month of September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. A very important topic, but it is very taboo for a lot of people to talk about it, as is mental health in general. But it is important to talk about it because it allows any shame to kind of be challenged and pain that comes up for a lot of people to be looked at least. So I just want to start off with a few statistics just so that we can get the magnitude of this crisis that we are currently facing, particularly in the United States of America. So basically, 45% of the LGBTQ youth have considered suicide in the last year alone. They are the second group with the highest suicide rates. Number one highest suicide rates in the US is amongst Native Americans, and then followed by Hispanics / Latinx. Now, on top of that, we have a rate of 11.3% of young adults from the age of 18 to 25% are also impacted by it. In regards to high school, we have 18.8% of high school students. And also, although women are more likely to attempt suicide, actually, men are more likely to actually die from it. So that is another thing to keep in mind. 93% of Americans surveyed thought that suicide could be prevented. So with just those statistics in mind, just wanted to open the conversation with that at first. So some people that don't know me, I myself was a survivor of suicide. Um, yeah, I was a survivor of suicide. I also, at a lot of times in my life, was diagnosed with chronic depression, which means I would slip into depression episodes for longer than 6 months at a time. And the reason why I started my company again, the reason why I'm such a big advocate for meditation is because it completely transformed my life. It wasn't overnight, of course. It is a muscle that we must build. But now I am more in a better position. If anything went sideways, I have the tools to kind of handle them and cope with them. So in regards to the statistics that I presented, I pinned a tweet at the top, and that kind of has a breakdown of some of the statistics. And then it has the two suicide prevention lines on there. So if anyone would like to retweet that, and if you drop a heart for anyone who is a survivor, anyone we lost, anyone who's going through any crisis currently, just to kind of put out support, right? So all you have to do is drop a heart and retweet that. And then at the end, someone is basically going to win a one-on-one meditation session with me, which means you can be anywhere in the world because everything is done online. So that's just a little fun thing for you all to really think about. And at the end of this, after we go through the meditation, I'm going to open the floor for anyone who wants to speak about anything that they went through or anyone that they know that went through something. So besides my suicide attempts that I did have, I obviously survived those, and maybe from the year 2015 to the year 2017, I actually wrote a poetry book called Sad Girl, Strong Woman, and released it in 2018. And that was really about the hardest times that I had, right? And the thing was, at that time frame, I never told anyone what I was going through, right? I was too ashamed to speak on these topics. So I wrote about them. And I didn't tell anyone about it, obviously. But the thing that a lot of people don't actually know about that book was because it stems from 2015 to 2017 and it goes by month. Toward the end of that was when I had my biggest crisis in 2015. My thing was, okay, art was beneficial to a point, and then it wasn't anymore, right? It wasn't until meditation and other healing modalities was paired with creating was when things became more sustainable for me. So my thing was, I didn't really think I was going to live any longer. So my mission was to put out my book because that was the last piece of me that I had. So I just want to share that all with you all, just so you know my background and why I do what I do. Now, shifting over to maybe a year ago was when I met this friend, and it gave me a different perspective on suicide, because my friend now, she had her dad, and her dad was maybe 50, in his 50s. She's an actress, and he committed suicide 2 years ago. And it wasn't until I met her and seeing the pain that she went through and how she, overcame it and transmuted it into a lot of her creative endeavors and businesses. And she opened this nonprofit. I don't remember the name, but if I do, I'll pin it later. It wasn't until I met her that I got to see the opposite effect on suicide loss, right? And I think that's when I kind of broke down and I realized, okay, now I have my story, but then there's so many other people's stories. And when we come together, it just makes things so much more powerful. So again, thank you all for being here. We're going to go into some more statistics. And not statistics. Statistics, but more toward epigenetics. So you guys hear me mention Dr. Joe Dispenza literally every week because his work is phenomenal. I highly suggest looking at his work and his research. He is a neuroscientist who has done lectures around the world. He focuses on the quantum field and epigenetics and the effects of meditation and breath work and how that can transform your life. So when you think about thoughts, right, comes from the brain, and then emotion comes from the body. Our thoughts have so much power. And there's a lot of scientific research that shows this, particularly from him, but a lot of other people too, right? So the thing is, we have these things called chakras, right? There's 7 main ones, technically. But chakra really just means will. And what is will? Energy, physical energy that can be measured. So every chakra correlates within our body to a specific area and specific organs. So when we have a powerful thought, let's just say, for example, we are in a state of rage and we're thinking very negative thoughts because we're trapped in that energy, right? That affects our body. And we can all say yes to that, because if you start thinking about how enraged you are, so let's say for 5 minutes, you're going to get a physical sensation. Now, depending on what emotion you are really putting out, it's going to be a different area within the body. And of course, everyone is different too. So with that in mind, that our thoughts can affect our bodies physically, we've seen it, then what else can we do when we repurpose our thoughts? When we combat emotions with more positive emotions, or emotions that are more beneficial to our body, I will say. Because no emotion is bad, right? All emotions should be felt. So with that in mind, and with Joe Dispenza's work and his work on epigenetics, is the thought of shifting our genes. Okay. And one thing I wanted to share with you all, which I think is really important. So it is a scientific fact that 1.5% of our DNA, 1.5, that's the only bit that we use of our DNA. And the rest of the DNA, they term it as junk DNA. But there is something in biology called endowment. An endowment basically says that nature never wastes anything that's not going to use. So, with that in mind, we have potential with our DNA to tap into so many, I would say, limitless possibilities. And if you were here for the session 2 weeks ago, we did a visualization, and basically I took you into your mind or into your subconscious. And for me, I see that as the library of the DNA, the library of potential. So in 2017, Dr. Joe Dispenza and his team did a research study, which based in Florida, which basically they randomly selected 30 workshop participants, and over 4 days, he taught them breathing techniques, and through that, they then measured their genes and also their brain waves and how it shifted through these 4 days. Right, this is just 4 days. And what they found was that there was 8 genes in particular that were affected, and the one I'm going to focus on today, because of the subject of Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, is going to be, it's called DIO2. So that gene, and of course, just so everyone knows, I'm aware that depression is not the main thing, right, in regards to suicide, but that's the one I'm going to focus on today because it's such a huge topic. I wanted to choose something that affects a lot of people, but also I have more knowledge on. So in regards to that gene, it basically helps regulate the metabolism and also helps with regulating our moods, particularly depression. So during that trial, the 4 days, they found that that gene, and then of course a few other genes, 7 other genes, were the ones that were shifted over those 4 days. Just with 4 days of teaching them this breath work and this meditation, and being able to get their bodies and their minds down to alpha brainwaves. So I just wanted to share that all with you, just so you know that there is a lot of research behind a lot of this, and to look into epigenetics, because epigenetics is challenging a lot of topics within the scientific community, which says that we have genes, but we don't have to activate all of them. And then there's some that we can activate through our minds and our bodies. So with that in mind, I would like everyone to prepare for this meditation. Get comfortable, take the next minute to, if you have headphones, put those on. If not, just chill out, and we're going to go into some breathing techniques. And then from there, again, we're going to go into a visualization. So today I'm going to teach you all, or some of you may know this technique, which is used in Kundalini yoga a lot. It is called breath of fire. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your right hand, and you're going to make a thumbs up. And you're going to lift your hand up as if you're giving someone a thumbs up in front of you. And then you're going to get your left hand, also make a thumbs up, and you're going to lift that in front of you as well. So your arms are extended in front of you with 2 thumbs up. Okay? And what you're going to do is basically, I'll walk you through this, but first you're going to take a really deep breath in through the nose. So ready, set, go. And you're going to hold that. And then you're going to breathe out through your nose at a steady pace and only through the nose. So you can either go quickly or you can go very slowly. And I apologize for the sound in the background. I live in Hollywood. So let me let that pass real quick. So yeah, you can go at your own speed. Some people like to go faster, some people like to go slower. When it starts to get challenging, you can start to drop your 2 fists if you like. But I like to kind of keep the fist up in the beginning because it almost opens the chest cavity. So we're going to start with making those 2 fists, right? Putting the thumbs up above us. And we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to hold that. And then we're going to start exhaling through the nose. And you're just going to keep breathing through the nose, out through the nose, exhaling out through the nose. And we're going to do that for 1 minute. And I'd like you to keep with that pace, whatever you feel comfortable with, knowing that you're in a safe place. Your body is safe. Just keep breathing out through the nose. If you're finding that difficult, you're going to take another deep breath in through the nose. And when you're ready, just exhaling through the nose with a rhythm. And when you're ready, you're going to shut your eyes down. You're going to drop your arms. And you're going to take another deep breath in, this time only through the nose. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to hold that breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling through the mouth, pushing all stress out, all tension in the body, releasing black smoke out. We're going to take another deep breath in through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold that for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling completely, challenging your body to push everything out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to take one more breath in through the nose. This time we're inhaling a white light. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're holding that for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling all the energy that we no longer want in our system. Keep pushing. Challenge yourself. And with your eyes closed, I want you to wiggle your shoulders, envisioning all stress falling away down to the floor. And roll your head slowly to the left and slowly to the right. awakening the energy in your body. And when you are ready, I want you to see in your mind's eye a green light coming from the top of your head, through your third eye and your eyes, cleansing your vision and removing any tension in your cheekbones, releasing the stress and tension in your jaw. And then it pours over your ears and goes down into your throat, cleansing your throat chakra, your thyroid, and moving into your shoulders. If you feel any tension, releasing the body, telling it it's safe, that you're safe, you're secure. And continue to imagine this green light move into your chest cavity and down your back and through your spine and into your stomach and through your intestines and down your lower back and into your hips and then your knees, out through your calves, down to your ankles and down to your feet. And in this green light, you are only here in this space with everyone else. All thoughts are fading away, and all worries are diminished for this next 20 minutes. Now, in this green light, I would like you to give thanks and gratitude to your body for everything it does for you each and every day. Then I want you to see this green light expand 6 feet out, all around you. Feel this calming energy, tranquility, softness, vulnerability, and love. And when you begin to feel the love in your chest and in your heart, I want you to send this green light 12 feet in front of you, then 24 feet in front of you, 36 feet all around you until you have a ball of light. And then let it expand to your dwelling, into your city or town, into Mother Earth and the trees, the air and the water, and then to your state or country, and then to the whole entire globe. And I want you to imagine this green light shooting from your heart to every single person in this room, and to anyone feeling alone, anyone who has lost anyone to suicide, anyone who is a survivor of suicide. We're sending love to them, knowing that you're never alone. And now you're seeing yourself as you begin to float up in the air, in this green light, feeling calm and at ease. going higher and higher until you reach a black void. And in this black void, where all creation begins and ends, you realize that you are the light. Your green light shooting from your heart is giving way in this void. Now I want you in your third eye to look down at your feet. What do you see? What are you wearing? And then I want you to go deeper and deeper and deeper into your subconscious. You're descending into your subconscious mind. And you know that you're safe, as all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And you're floating deeper and deeper. Your body is getting calmer and more relaxed as my voice guides you down. This black void represents all the potential of your DNA and everything within your subconscious mind and all the programs in your autonomic nerve system which carries out your unconscious habits and actions. Keep sending this green light to this area. And know that even though you don't know where you're at in this moment, you are the light and you have the power to transform your life and the lives of others by being yourself. I want you to continue to walk in front of you. You can't see anything but your next steps. And with each step, a weight falls away. Responsibilities, thoughts that aren't serving you, future thinking, past thinking. And you continue to take these steps forward. And you're feeling lighter and more focused, more aware, more creative, more in a leadership position. And you begin to reach your right hand out. And you feel velvet black curtains. Feel the sensation of your fingertips running down the curtains. And as you begin to push the curtains to the left and to the right, you begin to see a jungle with vibrant greens and beautiful trees. You smell the scent of flowers, and you can hear a waterfall close by. You begin to feel excited and refreshed. And you realize that your feet are barefoot. And your feet begin to kiss the ground that you are walking on, touching the dirt, the moist dirt with each step. And you spot different birds and insects. And you're feeling more connected to your body and to the earth. And you continue down this pathway, not seeing too much in front, but trusting that water is nearby. You cannot see it, but you can hear it. You can feel it. And you keep continuing down this pathway. And as you continue down the pathway, you see a body of water and a beautiful waterfall 12 feet in front of you. You begin to dip your feet into this water, into this healing water. And the water isn't too cold and isn't too warm. It is just right. Your favorite temperature. It awakens the nerves in your feet and then your knees. And you begin to get excited as the water touches your hips and then your stomach. And you decide to go directly under the waterfall. And you throw your head back and you let the water pour over you, washing troubles away, dilemmas away, and providing you with the insights and the solutions to something that has been troubling you. Run your hands through the water. Pick some water up and splash it on your face. As the water splashes on your face, you begin to see life in a new way, filled with optimism and joy. And you feel the water cleansing out your third eye. When you are ready, you begin to move through the water back to the trail and where the dirt is laying. The resistance of the water is pushing you, but you are stronger than the resistance. And you push your way back to the dirt. And every drip that falls from your body is any stress that is remaining, any tension in the body, and is nourishing the ground you're walking on. Take your hand and reach into your pocket. And in your pocket, you find 3 seeds. And these 3 seeds represent your mind, your body, and your soul. I want you to walk up the path and look around. As you look around, you find some soil. Take these seeds and dig a hole with your hands. Place the seeds under the soil. Cover them with the soil, and then take your both hands and put it over it. I want you to feel the energy of the soil. As you connect to the energy of these seeds, you are planting the renewal of all three aspects of your life. Give thanks to the soil and the trees all around. And just as you're about to stand up, your intuition tells you to put your hand back in your pocket. You find one last seed. This seed is a little more beat up than the other ones, but it is still working and it can still grow. So I'd like you to make one more hole next to the seeds you just planted. Start to dig. And as you pull that soil away, this seed represents anyone suffering from depression, anyone suffering from anxiety, anyone you may have lost, anyone who has been lost. And place that seed in there and cover it with soil and give thanks to every single person. Now, you look to the right and you find a pail, and the pail is filled with water. But this isn't like normal water. It is charged with intention and love and rapid growth. Get that pail of water and water both plots. As the water trickles down, you feel accomplished. Because this is not like any other water, you begin to see roots grow and seeds begin to germinate and sprout. Now, as they sprout, what are your seeds turning into? Are they beautiful roses? Are they trees? Are they fruits? Are they weeds? Watch them grow. And that represents you. And it represents the others. When you are ready, say your goodbyes to the land and to the water and to this area. Stand up. And I want you to walk with confidence down the path you just came. Feel what it's like to be confident in your body and in your aura And in your mind, continue to walk and walk and walk until you reach a door in front of you. And this door is the door to your potential, which you have already merged with. When I count to 3, you're going to turn the knob. 1, 2, 3. Door is open. What reality have you just stepped into? Look at your hands. Look at your arms. Look at the environment. And as you look at the environment, pay attention to 2 things. The first item I want you to walk over to, item or person, and I want you to describe it to me. What color is it? How is it shaped? Continue to talk to me about it. What does this item or this person or this environment, what kind of emotion does it awaken within your body? Good. Now I want you to go walk over and find a physical object and hold it in both your hands. And describe the shape to me. And then the texture. Then I'd like you to tell me the meaning of this item without overthinking it. This item you're going to take back with you. So continue to carry that item back and back to a final mirror. You're going to see a mirror in front of you, and this mirror is not like any other mirror. It can help you quantum leap quicker. So you take one hand and you press against the mirror and you see it is rippling out like water. So you stick your hand through it and you safely enter the mirror with your object back into your environment, your current environment. And take that object and set it somewhere safe in your current environment so it can remind you of all your potential that you have just tapped into. And when you are ready, come back into your body and take a deep breath in through the nose. The count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And when I snap, consciousness is back into your body and your eyes will awaken. Now with your eyes open, begin to integrate the emotions or thoughts or visions that you had. For the next minute, just sit with yourself. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a peaceful, guided visualization. I make these custom every 2 weeks for you all, and I hope it assists. Just want you all to know, just so you know, that pinned tweet up there, if you drop a heart and you retweet that, someone is going to win a one-on-one session with me, visualization session, and that's going to be completely catered to whatever goal you have. It can either be for you or you can gift it to someone that you think would benefit from it. So all you have to do is retweet, drop a heart in support of Suicide Prevention Month. If anyone wants to speak on their experience, feel free to come up to the stage. And if not, that's okay too. This is also a recorded space, so you can literally send it to anyone who you feel like this can benefit, and they can replay it. These are, I think, some gems. This is our 4th session that we've done together, and we're just going to continue doing them twice a month because they are beneficial, and it is something that completely changed my life. So the more we can heal ourselves, the more we can really show up for other people. And that's something that I truly believe in. If you like to speak, go ahead.
Hey, sorry, that it was just catching up to present because the listener panel is like a second or two behind. Um, but yeah, thank you for hosting this space. That was a really nice meditation. I didn't relax into it as much as I would have liked to, but I kind of had it playing, and I had some quiet music going as I um, like moved about my room. Um, but I think it's great that you're offering a free session for Suicide Awareness Month and everything like that. Um, but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it at the moment, but that's about all I got for the moment. But thank you for hosting this space and putting these meditations together.
Thank you for sharing. Also, sometimes we go into meditations and whatever we feel, if we're able to get relaxed into it or not, just a reminder that it is all work in progress. And there's times, like for me in particular, where I'll go into a meditation, and I've been meditating for maybe 6 to 7 years now, and I still will have days where it's just chatter. But it's all about just showing up and allowing whatever to come to come. So thank you for showing up. Thank you, Millie, for always co hosting Thank you for Shannon for always showing up, and Just for being here, and Jules for being here. Much love to every single person.